Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here with Brandy and Toby, and we're going to demonstrate all the obedience commands your little guy has learned here at school. But first we're going to introduce the training equipment. Brandy's got a standard 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in her right hand, which leaves her left hand free to make a little tiny correction. And the only correction we give here at school is a tiny little tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment. Now, as you'll notice, Toby is seated very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all the training starts and stops. And the first command we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, always on your left, and the command is Toby heel. Now, at this point, he's got a job to do. And his job is to stay even with Brandy's left leg, no forging ahead, no lagging behind. And whenever Brandy stops, you'll notice that Toby's been trained to automatically sit and wait for the next command. Now, if he doesn't sit or gets distracted, you can see that little gentle tug and release on the training collar that gets his attention and lets him know, hey, you gotta sit, buddy. But he's a really smart boy. He's come a long, long way, and he is a happy guy with an appetite as well. He loves to eat. Nice automatic sit. You can see his tail's up. He's really happy to be out here. Now, the next command we're going to show you is his ability to hold the sit-stay. The sit-stay is a hand and a voice command. In the very beginning, only have him hold this for 20 seconds or so. You can slowly work your way up to 3 minutes. When Brandy returns back to her dog, she walks all the way around Toby, counterclockwise. He shouldn't get up. She stops right there at heel position, and then Toby's ready for another command, and they take off heeling again. We always recommend that you practice with your dog at home at least once a day. Keep your training sessions relatively short. 10 or 15 minutes is long enough. You can do multiple training sessions during the day though. Brandy shows you that sit-stay one more time. Instead of returning back to Toby this time, she's going to call him. The command is Toby, come. His job is to come back and sit. This is a good way to teach him to come when called, and also when he does get to you, not jump on you and sit. But he's got a lot of personality. He really enjoys this training. It's a positive way to interact with Toby now that he's coming home. Nice sit. Brandy's going to show you that sit-stay again. You can see his tail never stops. Brandy's going to call him out of that. It's Toby, come. And he comes back and sits very, very nicely, and he's awfully proud of himself. And they take off heeling again. And your left hand is basically a little steering wheel for Toby, so that is going to be what controls him on walks and keeps him right by your side. Beautiful automatic sit. Now the next command we're going to show you is the down from heel position. So with your left open palm, push it towards the ground. The one-word command to down and to stay. Now if he got distracted by a smell on the ground, go right back to it. If he makes a little mistake on these commands, make sure he does it appropriately. Brandy returns back just like she did on the sit-stay. She walks all the way around him, stops at heel position, then they take off heeling again. So because he is so young, like I said, if he does make a mistake, no big deal at all. Just go right back to it. We want to make sure he follows these commands the way they're designed. Nice, beautiful automatic sit. Down and stay one more time. With a down stay, you can start off at a minute or so, slowly working your way up to 5 minutes. Brandy calls him out of that. He comes back and sits very nicely. One of the nice things too with Toby is that because he is so small, you can practice these commands inside your home, and we always recommend that you practice these commands initially in kind of a distraction-free area. Beautiful automatic sit. And the last command is the distance down. We're only a couple feet away at this point, but with your right hand, use the one-word firm command to down and to stay. And of course, the tail never stops. He's a happy snap. He's done a really, really nice job here at school. We're going to miss him terribly. He's a lot of fun. He's really, really smart. And we want to thank you so much for trusting us with Tobi and using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer. We'll see you very soon and have a great day.